Alright, so I've spent the whole month of June just cold calling Monday through Friday for about 1 to 2, maybe a little over 2 hours a day. And my numbers are this: 2,430 calls, 161 contacts, 6.6% pickup rate, which is about industry standard 7%. Looks like I got about 8 leads. I probably got about 9, but some of those leads are people who are like, "Oh, I don't need to sell." I don't. I should probably just make it more like 6 leads. So it's people like, "Oh, I don't need to sell." Like, "Oh, I just wanted to see what I can get for it." Some of those people. One guy's like, "Oh, I kind of have a realtor that I worked with before, and he was like, I don't need to sell. Like they own it free and clear, so they can just keep it." And if they don't get the price they want, which is most likely way overpriced, then they're just going to keep it. So I get about with it, it's about like 5% of my contacts turn into leads. And then I had one appointment, which I did get the listing. So that's $700,000 listing, depending on what we can sell it for. And that's going to bring me in about $15,000. So basically, with these numbers, me getting that listing and I sell it, basically that comes down to about $375 an hour. So all I really need to do is double my production. I'm mostly called expired. I want to get into for sale by owners more, and maybe like downsizers, older people that own homes that probably want to downsize. There's also cancellation, so people who fire their agent basically and cancel the contract. So I need to make it more like I'm doing the calls. Yeah, I'm fine with it. I do it regardless of whether I feel like it or not. But what I really need to do is kind of expand my lead generation source. So for sale by owners, probates, downsizers, cancellations, because you get more contact with for sale by owners, and you're talking directly with the owner. So you're talking with the decision maker. When you're calling it expired, you just skip straight to a whole list of like 1,000 numbers. Half the time, like half of these 161 contacts are just wrong number, not me. Or I sold that house like 5 years ago. I haven't lived there in forever. So basically, I have like 90 contacts, and of those, a lot of, so let's say of those 90, half of them just hung up immediately. So now I'm at like 45. If I could increase the amount of time I'm talking directly with the decision maker and make sure I follow up with them and put them in my CRM, I think I could really blow up this business to where I'm listing like 2 to 4 properties a month. And from that point, my life is going to be a lot different than it is now. So as long as I expand who I'm talking to. Now, my only goal this weekend, because it's Friday, is to get really good at all the scripts. So I'm going to call for sale by owners in Pasco County right now, and I'm going to just kind of practice with them because I'm not interested in listing properties in Pasco County, but maybe I get an appointment. So I'll have to live with that decision. Anyway, that's what I'm working with. So that's a whole month. So I can maybe try to double my production and see if I can get to maybe 5,000 calls next month. And so that would put me at about 400 contacts. And imagine how much different my life would be if I just doubled from like 1.5, like do 3 hours of calls a day. Dude, I'd probably be making like $150,000 a fucking year. So that's where I'm at. I'm Trent. I'm a realtor in the area. I've been doing this 7 years. I've done a lot of deals already. I'm just trying to create more of a systematic approach to getting business, to where it's not just kind of random. I'm trying to like make it to where I can dictate how much business I actually do just by going out and looking for business. And that's what these videos are all about. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have anybody looking to buy or sell in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg area. Other than that, have a great weekend. Happy July 4th. Thank you.